Makeup mistakes that age you. Let's talk about that. Hi everyone. So today I wanted to talk about something that I keep seeing. These videos, makeup mistakes that age you, you're doing your makeup wrong and it's making you look older. And I wanted to give you my take on it while I get ready. And this is not a criticism of those creators. They genuinely mean to help, and some of their tips are very helpful. But here is my take on it. Makeup doesn't age you. Your birth certificate ages you. Your age ages you. Yes, makeup can look dated if you are using techniques from another era, but we shouldn't be terrified that makeup is going to add 10 years to our faces. And makeup can date you in terms of trends. But at my age, frankly dear, I don't give a damn. You can adopt some trends or just do what makes you happy. And you know what? Sometimes I get comments saying, oh, you look so much younger without makeup. And that's lovely. But I don't wear makeup to look younger. I wear makeup because it makes me feel good. It's my creative outlet, gives me confidence, and I just feel myself wearing makeup the way I wear it. I am just going to use the Delilah Wake Up Radiant Elixir in Moonlight. It's a primer. It's something that gives you that lit within. I don't normally use primers. I don't feel like they make that much difference, but this one is lovely and brightening, and it also has a lot of skincare ingredients. You know, Delilah is, I would say, more for us mature women. Nice and elegant makeup with skincare ingredients. I don't want too much on my forehead. And if you don't wear foundation, this gives you that lovely fresh look. So you could wear it on its own. Talking about foundation, we always get told that you shouldn't wear heavy foundation. Start using tinted moisturizer. No, thank you. I like even canvas, so I will carry on using foundation that has more coverage, but of course not too cakey and not too dry. And these days foundation formulations are amazing, so you can always find foundation that will give you coverage and you won't look thick and cakey. I'm using the Delilah Alibi foundation. This foundation has been one of my favorites for 5 years now, I think. I'm going to mix it a bit with YSL just for the color, because I don't have the Delilah's darker color that I normally mix the lighter with. Tinted moisturizers are fine, or skin tints, if you already have quite even, smooth skin. I think they look best on 20-year-olds. But if you have things to cover, your skin is uneven, have sun damage, anything like that, tinted moisturizer or skin tint is not going to do. So you can tell me to use skin tints. No, thank you. Of course, foundations can emphasize your fine lines, your deep lines. My forehead is like a row of sausages. I have the most wrinkles on my forehead. If I come closer, can you see? So if I put a lot of foundation and powder on my forehead, it doesn't look that attractive. I also have the most texture on my forehead because I have oily T-zone. So I put my foundation everywhere else, and then with whatever I've got left on my brush, I put it on my forehead, and then I go over with slightly damp beauty blender to push it in, and that will take the excess off as well. Don't put your foundation under your eyes if you are going to use concealer as well, because obviously the more product you put on, the more it will show. I never do it. I do my concealer, start always in a corner and then blend it out. Depending how much you have to cover, you don't need too much of it. Again, there is so many great concealers. I actually have a video, my top 5 foundations and concealers as well, so I will link that for you. And again, I'm really working it in with my sponge so it's not too thick. And that doesn't look cakey, it looks nice and even now. So don't talk to me about skin tint, don't want to know. Powder, yes, powder can make you look a bit dry, but if you start with a very light hand, always tap it off, even tap it off on your hand and then apply it. I like to push it in with the brush and properly push it in, just a minute amount. And if you are looking a bit dry at the end of it, just use some sort of rehydrating spray to make that powder and everything melt to your skin. When I'm setting my face with powder, I swirl it, I've got it in here, I swirl it, but then I take this bit and I tap it all off, swirl it, tap it so it goes right inside the brush. And then very lightly, I go like this. Almost like buffing it in with a nice soft brush. This is a BK Beauty 104. I really like this one. And yes, now I am looking a bit drier, but I still have a bit of glow. Also, after about an hour, my natural oils are going to come through and I will look a bit more shiny. Now bronzer. I don't contour. It's too late for that. Everything is drooping. I would have to start contouring my collarbone for my cheeks to lift. I use bronzer simply to warm up my face, because when you've applied foundation, your face looks sort of flat without any dimension. So I like to add a bit of bronzer here and there, just to add a bit of color to my face. And I don't do the stripes, I just go like this, always a bit under my chin, down my neck. That's mostly to even out my neck a bit, to match my face, because I obviously have the sun damage and stuff on my neck. So, but yes, I couldn't live without bronzer. Bronzer is very important all year round. Blush. Trends for applying blush, the rules, drives me crazy. Under your eye, on your apple, drape it around your blinking temple. Just put it wherever you like it and where it suits you. You'll soon know when you've applied your blush, if you like it or you don't. And the most important thing is that you like it, not other people. I have bigger things to worry about, like this sleep crease. You probably can't see it on the camera. You know when you wake up in the morning and you slept funny and you've got creases down your face, like you've got scars, and because the skin is not what it used to be, it takes absolute hours for it to iron out. So where to put my blush is the last thing I'm going to worry about. So put it where it suits you, not where people tell you should. I do try trends, don't get me wrong, and sometimes they work. And if I like it, I will adopt it, but I won't do it purely because it's a trend. Now, eyeshadow. Eyeshadow goes in and out of trends. So we've had this clean girl makeup, really delicate, just put your skin tint and mascara and go, whatever. It's dead. Eyeshadow is back. For me, eyeshadow is always in. You know how much I love eyeshadow, I enjoy eyeshadow, and I don't know, for years I apply it pretty the same. I love eyeshadow because it's a very useful makeup item. You can change the way your eyes look, the shape of your eye, and you know, I've got a whole playlist of makeup for hooded eyes. I will link it here down the bottom. How amazing eyeshadow is for that. Hooded eyes, you don't even need to have hooded eyes. You want them to look more elongated or round. There is so many ways you can change the shape of your eye with eyeshadow. So I'm never getting rid of eyeshadow. I don't care what trend it is. I'm wearing it. And also, there could be a trend of particular eyeshadow look, but because of your eye shape, it might not work for you. So you do what works for you. I'll just go off and do my brows. Eyebrow trends, not interested. My eyebrows left the building in 1992. But I just try to do something with them that they look decent. So I just rough them up and try to make them look natural. Yes, you can look a bit dated if you just draw a thin line, but if you like it, go for it. Who cares if someone else likes your brows or not? My mom does her brows a bit too thin, and when I showed her how to make them a bit thicker, she hated it because that's not what she's used to. And rather than walking around feeling conscious about what your brows look like, do what will make you feel confident. Today I am using Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. You know, all this, you should stop using shimmering eyeshadow, just use matte. How about no? I love my shimmer. I will die in my shimmer. Now, eyeliner. I don't use eyeliner that much. If I do, it's just on the outer V here, and I usually will smudge it. And maybe sometimes I will put it in my waterline. And you are told all the time, don't put your eyeliner in your waterline, or, you know, some of us, some ladies use that very thin black eyeliner right under the lash line, like really strong eyeliner, and always told don't do that. Listen, if you put that eyeliner under your eyes, you look at yourself and you think, damn, I look good, wear it. It always brings me back to what makes you happy, not what the trends are, not what someone else telling you what to do. Yes, you can try the trends, but if you don't like them, don't force yourself. Mascara. Oh, when you're a certain age, you shouldn't wear black mascara. How about I will? Eyelashes really frame my eye. I feel like mascara opens up my eye. If you have hooded eyes and you put most of your mascara here on the end, that will cover the hood, especially if you've got darker eyeshadow there as well. So don't tell me to wear brown mascara. If I want to, I will. But I will stay with black one, thank you. This is the very inexpensive Catrice mascara that I've been using for years, and I love it. I usually top it off with something, and lately, just to like add more drama and thickness, I've been topping it off with the Delilah Intense Day to Night mascara. I think this one is the volumizing mascara. It's a bit wetter, so I wipe the excess. There is my black mascara. Okay, lipstick can make you look dead or alive. It's your choice. I used to wear very pale lipsticks, you know, the concealer type, just darker. lip liner and very pale lipstick, and I loved it. Well, now I feel a bit dead in it, so I don't wear those very, very pale lipstick, but I still wear lightish nude lipsticks, especially for like every day when I'm not going anywhere. But as I'm getting older, I really enjoy the bright lipsticks, and you know, the reds, the bright neony ones, I love them. Anyway, today I'm going to use the Natasha Denona. I need a nude. I think this one is in Natasha and her Natasha lipstick. So this is pretty nude. It's on the cooler side, but I really like it. And for every day, it's great. I always top it off with some sort of gloss, although that lipstick is very glossy. This is Wayne Goss's lip gloss in Hibiscus, which is my favorite. So there, do I look older? I don't care. I feel fabulous. That's what it is all about. It's not about telling you what's wrong, what's right. It's do what makes you happy. I am not wearing my makeup for anybody else. It's for me. It's what makes me feel like me. So if you're loving your makeup, carry on doing it the way you are. Let me know your thoughts on that in comments. I love reading them. But that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.